Okay, hello. Welcome back to the motherfucking channel. Okay, honey, we finna give out a general little message, honey. See what's coming towards y'all today, honey. See what is coming towards y'all today, honey. Understand that, it's gonna be okay. We just gonna get the energy for today. We gonna see what's here, honey. We gonna see what's coming up. Well, whatever comes up comes out over here. Okay, so whatever floats your boat, understand that it's for you. Okay, if you feel your boat feeling rocky, okay, understand that this message might be for you. Okay, so let's just see what is here for you. Okay, we gonna see what is here for you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed and beautiful day. If not, understand that it will get better for you. Okay, okay. Now let's see. Okay, okay. Overall energy for the motherfucking people. Start out with some tarot. Okay. Let's see what is here for the good people. 144 could be significant for some of you guys. Okay. But the overall energy for today for the good folks. What is the overall energy? 4 wands. Okay. So obviously, okay, you could be dealing with, you and your partner could be coming together, okay, doing whatever it is that, okay, you guys are inspired to do or called to do. Okay, continue to do that, okay, because it's going to lead to, more happiness for you guys, okay. So, yeah. Continue to celebrate yourself and your mate, obviously, if you have one. If not, okay, understand that it's okay for you to, love on your feminine side and your masculine side. Okay? So we're going to get one more. The overall energy, again, that's coming for you. Okay? The overall energy today is the 4 wands. Now, the energy that's coming towards you is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so obviously you got somebody coming in towards you. Hold on. Okay, so like I said, the energy coming towards you is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you obviously got an offer, or somebody coming in with some type of, sending you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Sending you some type of love or something of that nature, honey. But understand that just because you have people coming towards you, okay, that have focus and attention, understand that I'm saying a lot of stuff just me. A lot of stuff in your energy right now, honey, is done with a lot of playful energy coming towards you, okay, while you are staying focused, or while you are in a position of these motherfucking nets, position of focus. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? When you have people come into your energy, honey, it causes towers, okay? Because obviously these people are not supposed to be in your energy, honey. And that's what I'm feeling right now. The 4 of Swords right now, okay? Feeling a lot of just mucked up energy, okay? So, yeah. The energy, overall energy for today is the 4 of Wands. Understand that you got a Knight of Cups coming towards you with some type of offer, honey. But understand that you don't have to take this offer, okay? And if you do take this offer, understand that, okay, you're going to have to continue to stay focused on, what you got going on, okay? Just because you have somebody coming in with an offer, whatever type of offer it is, keep yourself focused on what you have been doing, meaning correctly, okay? Continue to stay focused on that, honey, and don't let that person or people interfere with what you got going on. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Honey, 4 wands. What is this? 4 wands. 5, 4, 3. I just seen on the timer. What's the 4 wands? Okay, 4 wands is escaping and improving. Okay, so obviously you being focused on, you being focused on what you done accumulated and what you done visualized and all of that. Okay, you obviously got a person running from trying to improve themselves. Okay, so but understand that just because the situation is difficult or not difficult, you should want to improve yourself. You should want to improve yourself. You should want to improve your relationship. You should want to improve all your relationships or whatever it is. You should want to improve that. You should want to run from a person that has improved themselves or have been working on themselves. You don't want to turn your back and run from people like that, because those people are going to help you, honey, get to where you need to be. So if you a person that likes to run from difficult situations, you ain't gonna be able to improve yourself or your situation. I hate to tell you that, but you ain't. And if you married and you running from improving your relationship, okay, obviously it's the reason you running. But at the end of the day, you need to figure out why you running from improving, when obviously you could be in a position, like I said, the 4 wands, you in a position of celebration, growth, being fruitful. So why put people in your energy that likes to run from certain situations, meaning starting something new? Why you want to run from that? I don't know, but we're gonna keep moving on with it. What's the escape? Where's the escape? Okay, we got unfinished business. Okay, so obviously you got a person in your energy running from feeling like they got some type of unfinished business. Okay, so obviously, for you to actually have a fruitful life and actually be able to enjoy life and live life, you know what I'm saying, you cannot run or turn your back on what God wants you to do. I hate to tell you that, honey. If God tell you to, if God bring up a situation in your life that requires you to go back and talk to a person about that situation, talk to the person that caused the problem, okay, understand that you're gonna make it through that situation. Okay, you're gonna get past that. That's part of your healing journey. You have to heal yourself in order to move on. And if you don't heal yourself from past issues that actually caused a lot of damage in your life, you're not going to be able to heal. So if you heal yourself from these people that cause a lot of harm to you, a lot of damage in your life, if you forgive those people and love them from a distance, your life will prosper. You will be able to improve a lot in your life, once you forgive these people, honey. Once you go to God and ask God, what you are supposed to do, honey, and who you are supposed to forgive and how you are supposed to go about of doing that, then that's what you do. You know, don't let other people come into your life with unfinished business. Okay. Now what's improved? What's improved? Okay, we got conversation in the reverse. So obviously, like I said, you gotta want to improve yourself. Okay, whether it's, you know, having a conversation that requires you to go back to the past does not mean sit there and, you know, let this person that caused you so much damage back into your life. No, that's not what God telling you to do. God is telling you to forgive that person. You know, let that person know that you caused a lot of drama in my life. You caused a lot of problems in my life. And now I'm having to forgive you in order for my life to get better. You know what I'm saying? Speaking for you, you know, if you don't talk to that person, or if you don't, you know, if you don't have a conversation, you ain't gonna be able to improve. That's just what it is with any situation. You gotta be able to, you know, have a conversation, but not have a conversation. If you know, you know. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to what's this Knight of Cups coming in. What do you want? What's this Knight of Cups? I'm gonna clarify with some more, but what will be it? What's the Knight of Cups, honey? What's the Knight of Cups? And it came out in the reverse. So obviously a reunion never happened. Okay. So obviously, like I said, you know, just because you had some type of situation with a person, or a person came in with an offer, does not mean that you went back to a past person to receive an offer. Okay, like I said, God is going 12-12 on the timer. God is going to reveal and show you what you need to do and how you need to do it. It's up to you to do it. Okay, you gotta want to do it. You gotta want to be happy. You gotta want to live. You gotta want something. If you don't want nothing, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What else is here for the Knight of Cups in the reverse? With the reunion in the reverse. Oh, so obviously, there was an offer you received in the past that didn't ever go through. Okay, we got soul agreement. Okay, that didn't never happen. Because obviously, like I said, you know, you could have been receiving a lot of offers, honey, from past people or whatever the case may be, honey, that just really just want to be all in your business, really want to be solely connected to you, but at the end of the day, they just causing damage. Like I said, if you got a person that done cause so much damage, yeah, you're gonna have to go to God. 13:13, you're gonna have to go to God and actually, you know, ask God what it is that you need to do and how you need to do it. Okay, so that you can stop feeling guilty. Okay, and actually love on yourself a little bit more than what you are doing. Okay, but understand that just because you lost out on an opportunity in the past, okay, does not mean that it's not for you. Obviously, the opportunity that happened in the past, it wasn't time for you then. Okay, so all this guilt tripping and trying to cause damage to you loving yourself and healing yourself correctly. Okay, you know, because we know a lot of people be out here saying they healed, but they ain't really healed. You know what I'm saying? They still dibbling and dabbling in the bullcrap. Okay, that's just all what it is. And then they take it upon themselves to want to cause damage to the ones that are actually healed. Okay, and actually know some stuff. Okay, wanna stop you from doing that type of stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just making them look stupid. Not you, it's making them look stupid. Okay. So, you know, whatever, you know, it's just like, whatever, what is your problem? But anyway, yeah, Eddie, we gonna clarify a little bit more, because it just don't make sense, you know, because if you are happily in a situation and you are happily receiving offers or, you know, feeling the love, why would you run from that? Why would you, you know, why would you want to be with a person that don't want to improve themselves? But yet at the end of the day, you done improved yourself. So, you know, you would want a person that's improving themselves too. Like, that's the only way it's going to continue to prosper, if both of y'all are improving yourselves, not just one. Okay, and not just in one area. Okay, you got to improve yourself in all areas, whether it's financially, whether it's, honey, physically, whatever it is, you got to be willing to improve yourself. Okay. Okay, let's see what this escape is with the unfinished business. What is it? What is it? The escape with unfinished business. Okay, so obviously I've got superpowers in the reverse. Infinity is in reverse. There's all these in reverse. Okay, yeah. Let me redo that. Well, we're going to turn them around because all these in reverse. They shouldn't be in reverse, but we're going to turn them around. Okay, I had the deck upside down. So obviously, you know, like I said, the escape with unfinished business, they running from the fact that you got superpowers, okay, that came from the divine, with as above, so below, okay, and don't do this today if you don't want to, and you in a position to where, as honey, you don't have to do something if you don't want to, okay, and who gonna make you do something that you don't want to do? Who? Not a soul, okay. So with that being said, continue to, you know, improve yourself. Continue to improve yourself. Continue to, you know, keep going within, okay, and doing what it is that you feel called to do. Okay. What's improved with the conversation in the reverse? Okay. We got memories comfort us. So like I said, you can improve you can improve yourself off your own memories, okay? Meaning your childhood memories to now, you know, you should be able to improve yourself and, you know, understand that just because you have people in your energy, honey, that act childish does not mean that you are crazy, okay? Understand that you are just doing what you love. And if that's reading tarot or whatever it is, dancing, singing, whatever it is, you doing what you love. You doing what you love. So, you know, you ain't gotta talk to people. You ain't gotta, you know, tell people how you are improving your life or whatever the case may be. You ain't gotta do none of that. You ain't even gotta be around people that don't know how to improve themselves and they just want to be in childlike energy all the time. You know, it doesn't make sense because we all are adults here. So it's like, why you can't have a grown-up conversation about, you know, what it is that you running from? Why you can't have a grown-up conversation? That's the question. Why you just can't have a grown-up conversation? Or why every time you want to have a conversation, it always turns into something from your childhood or some bullshit that ain't really got shit to do with what you got going. Okay, I don't know. Get rid of them people like that. Okay, nice. We moving on. Knight of Cups, honey. What's this reunion in the reverse with causing damage? Okay, ain't no turning back. Exactly. Don't go back to people that have caused damage to you. Okay. Don't look to reunite with people like that. Like I said, if God calls you to reconnect with a person because you're healing, okay, it's a difference. But if you just, you know, contacting this person just because you feel the need to, no, you're gonna mess up. Okay, but if you know, do what you are supposed to do, then you ain't gotta worry about, you know, going back and reuniting with people from your past. Okay, don't turn back, and don't care if you don't like me. Who cares? All them people that don't like you because you won't go back to them because they caused you damage, the fuck out of here. Okay, so yeah, Like, who gives a damn? Anyway, moving on. What's the soul agreement with the Knight of Cups? Okay, soul agreement. Surprise. Boom. Like I said, so obviously you could have had somebody that obviously wanted some type of soul agreement with you, honey, and now they realizing that, yeah, it's time out for that. You finna be surprised because the die is cast. Okay, rolling the dice. You rolled the dice, or whoever this person is rolled the dice after causing damage to you. Okay, and making you feeling guilty about loving on yourself. What else is here? Close your curtains, close your eyes, and sleep. Okay, so obviously that came in sideways. So obviously that's probably what's been going on in your energy, honey. That's probably what these offers is. Having you do some type of, sleep spells on you or something. Okay. Okay, what's caused you damage? Okay, game is over. In the reverse, inhale and exhale. Okay, there you go. So, like I said, people that cause you damage, honey, their games that's over with. Ain't no more causing no more damage, honey. Ain't no more making you suffer, honey, because of who you are and what you do. There's no more of that, honey. You done inhaled it and exhaled all the bullshit. Okay, exactly. And let them people know that they failed. So what? That's in the reverse. Nature is your ally. Get outside and enjoy yourself. Okay, so obviously you are a person that likes to, be in nature. Likes to go out in nature. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't feel guilty for that. Okay. Moving on, self-love, honey. Let's see what it is. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay, so obviously, slowly but surely, you started to love on yourself. Or did too, you probably got somebody that's slowly in your energy trying to love on themselves. Okay, let's see. Or taking their time trying to show some love or something. Then we got to stop repeating the same thing again in the past. So that was in the reverse. So slowly but surely, they repeating shit from the same thing again and again from the past. Okay, and that's not gonna help the situation. Okay, please leave a voicemail in the reverse. So obviously, a lot of shit could have happened in the past, honey, that got a person slowly but surely trying to, interfere or come towards you, honey, with some type of offer. Okay, so it's like, make sure make sure you look at both sides of that person. Okay, understand that, don't take certain stuff personal. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you know yourself, okay, you know what to do and how to do it. So it's like there's no need to let people interfere with what you know you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so let's just close this out. We already at 23 minutes. Golly, flies. Don't let a motherfucking fly in here. See what I'm saying? Damn. I seen a surprise again. Goddamn. So surprises, surprises, surprises. A lot of people is finna be shocked. Ain't that something? If they ain't already, they definitely finna be shocked today. Okay. It is safe to wait. Okay, understand that. It's okay for you to have patience. It's okay for you to wait on your turn. Okay, can you see that? Patience. It's okay for you to have patience. The thing is, you better have patience. That's the thing. Especially when you have a person in your energy that has power. Okay, you definitely need to have patience. Okay, and actually take baby steps. And don't feel guilty. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't try to please everybody. Okay, please yourself. Okay, and things will continue to grow for you. Okay, we got action, self, and energy. Like I said, continue to focus on your own actions. Okay, continue to focus on your yourself, okay, your healing journey, continue to have patience with yourself. Okay, that's what it is. You gotta have patience with yourself, honey, on this healing journey. If you don't have patience, honey, you're gonna go real fast. Okay, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to real fast and then fuck up some shit that you already got going. That's not good. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna leave this right here. And if you like the message, thumbs it up, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and your girl will be back with more videos for you guys. Okay, holla.